The Coromandel Peninsula lies on the eastern shore of the Hauraki Gulf, an hour-and-a-half's drive from the major centres of Auckland and Hamilton, and yet the region is a world away from the hustle and bustle of those cities. Renowned for its natural beauty, misty rainforests, and pristine golden beaches with magnificent coastal scenery, the Coromandel Peninsula is blessed with hundreds of natural hideaways. A paradise for walkers, with a range of trails to explore, from short coastal walkways to multi-day treks. Go for a swim, or cruise the bays by boat or sea kayak. Discover amazing seascapes. Dig your own hot spa pool in the sand at Hot Water Beach. Visit artist studios. The Coromandel Peninsula is one of those places to slow down, relax, unwind. The discovery of gold at Driving Creek in 1852 brought a boom to Coromandel town, and the area has continued to flourish whilst retaining much of its history from those times. A great place to stay overnight. Three kilometres north of Coromandel town, there's one New Zealand experience which captures our innovative, can-do Kiwi attitude, and that is riding on Barry Brickell's Driving Creek Railway. Built mostly by hand over 27 years, this is the country's only narrow-gauge hill railway. The one-hour mountain railway ride departs from the Driving Creek terminus, zigzagging its way through 3 kilometres of lush, regenerating native forest, over bridges, through tunnels, and past sculptures and water features to the Eiffel Tower at the top. This building has impressive engineering features and affords great panoramic views out over the island-studded Hauraki Gulf, with the forested valley and mountains behind. Close by is Waiau Waterworks, a rambling garden carved from the bush and dotted with whimsical water-powered contraptions, quirky at every turn. A totally unique experience. Pump water by bike power. Listen to a water-powered music box. Figure out how things like the giant water-powered clock work. Or just stroll around the wonderful and often subtly humorous sculptures amongst the peace and tranquility. Allow a couple of hours and bring a picnic, especially if you have kids who'll appreciate the swimming holes and flying foxes. Alternatively, the cafe has good, prize-winning, locally roasted and blended coffee. Whitianga is the main settlement of Mercury Bay, an attractive township with a deep water harbour. The wharf in the centre of town is the departure point for fishing enthusiasts, charter boats and scenic cruising. Scallops rank up there as one of Kiwis' favourite seafoods, so it's not surprising that the annual Whitianga Scallop Festival, all set on Whitianga's stunning waterfront, has quickly become one of New Zealand's must-do festivals. A unique blend of upmarket cafes and restaurants serving up authentic New Zealand cuisine. With huge crowds indulging in the local scallops, this iconic delicacy cooked up in hundreds of ways, matched with locally produced wines. The local seafood processors have a team shucking scallops live in front of the crowd right throughout the day. And both celebrities and the public are invited on stage to test their scallop opening skills against each other. Mercury Bay safaris and Cathedral Cove sea kayaks offer unique adventures to Te Whanganui-a-Hei Marine Reserve, visiting reefs sea caves and bays. Cathedral Cove sea kayaks operate from Hahe Beach, where your experienced and qualified guide will give you a safety briefing and assist you with setting up your kayak before launching for this exciting trip. It's a trip for all levels of experience, beginner to advanced. Mercury Bay safaris operate twice daily from Whitianga Wharf. Both tours take in the breathtaking scenery of the world-famous Cathedral Cove and the magnificence of the natural volcanic scenery, combined with an informative commentary. Safari 2 is equipped with a glass bottom, allowing us to view the sea life up close in its natural environment. Cruising and kayaking along this beautiful coastline, you could encounter local marine wildlife, including New Zealand fur seals and pods of friendly dolphins. Cathedral Cove can also be explored on foot. The hilly coastal track starts from the car park at the northern end of Hahe Village. Striking white cliffs hug a long, sheltered and sandy beach, bisected by an impressive rock arch that vaults over the strand, like the nave of some great cathedral. This recreation reserve and coastal walk boasts some of New Zealand's most spectacular coastal scenery. Hot Water Beach is a truly unique Kiwi experience. An underground river of hot water flows from the interior of the earth to surface in the Pacific Ocean at Hot Water Beach, a long, beautiful white beach located between Tairua and Whitianga. 2 hours either side of low tide, visitors flock to the usually deserted Hot Water Beach to find hot water bubbling through the golden sand. Here you can dig your own spa pool in the sand to lie back in and relax, whilst steam from your hot pool envelops you. With the ebb and flow of the tide, each individually created hot pool is washed away, clearing the way for the next influx of visitors. If you've been walking in the Coromandel bush all day, or spent the day on the water, then it's time to unwind. Inspired to find the lost spring and filled with a vision to create a place of rest and relaxation, in 1988, one man began to dig. Built by hand, the lost spring embodies the volcanic history of the region, New Zealand's native bush, and the relaxed atmosphere of the Pacific. At the lost spring, you'll find unique thermal sculpted pools, soothing waterfalls, and a smoking volcano. More than simply a swim in hot water. Recline beneath shaded trees, soak in the tropical waters and watch the world go by. Sculpted pathways let you wander amidst the grotto and the crystal cave. Enter a world through the reflection of a true day spa destination. Relax, indulge, and experience a treatment and dine in the 1865 restaurant, which offers health-conscious, fusion-style cuisine using fresh local produce. Waihi is a gold mining town with a wonderful history and heritage, with old wooden buildings and 9 kilometers of beautiful ocean beach. Climb on board an old vintage train that travels from Waihi to Waikino on the edge of the Karangahake Gorge. Take a walk to the fabulous Ofaroa Falls.